Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you doing today? So I'm super excited for this video because if you don't know, I got a Natasha Denona 28 pan palette in my lucky bag from Beautylish, which I was super excited about. I'll leave the video down below, but I got the purple blue palette. Obviously you can see the look going on in my eyes today, but I really wanted to do a first impression kind of play with this palette. So I'm going to be doing swatches and a tutorial, and you guys can see my first impression. So I'm not going to make the intro super long. If you want to see swatches and how I got this look, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so I kind of zoomed you in close enough to where you can see what's going on with the eyeshadow, but not too close since this video is going to be a little bit more talkative. I know I've already filmed an intro at this point, but I just have to say that I am so excited to be filming with this palette. I'm ecstatic. Like, if you're a makeup lover, I'm sure you understand, like, this is what I live for. You guys can see that it is completely untouched, and that's because I was waiting to do this first impression. My son has not been sleeping at night, so it has been a struggle because I film at night. And I wanted, like, sometimes I film during the day during his nap time, but I wanted to be able to film at night for this video because then I have, like, as long as he stays asleep, God willing, I have a lot of time to be able to do a full look and to go all out with this palette, which is what I really want to do. So here it is again. It is so beautiful, so luxurious. I am torn. I want to like it so bad because I'm so excited about it, but also I'm like, I do not need a reason to buy another one of her palettes. I need to hate this. I'm not allowed to like it because I'm trying to be financially responsible, okay? I'm going to prime my eyelids today with a Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair. So I've watched almost all of Natasha's videos on YouTube on like how to use her palettes, and she says like she recommends going with a base that is a little bit more like tacky, not super dry. Like, I know she doesn't like the MAC paint pots because I watched another YouTuber called A Glittery Life who was able to study under her a little bit, and she said that she did not like the paint pots. So I just decided to go in with this. It does set itself a little bit, but I don't have a whole lot of eyeshadow primers that don't do that. The main complaint that I've seen from other people using this palette in videos is that there are no transition shades, and I saw in one of her videos, I think it was her like introducing this palette, she said that these two shades, I believe right here, are meant to be a little bit more transparent. They're not super intense, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that shade as a transition color. I'm just going in with the shade Cool Plum. Definitely looks like a good transition to me. Like she said, a little bit softer, but in the palette it does look kind of dark. So I think it actually is helpful to go and watch her videos and see how she applies them and how she like describes like her reasoning for everything, because she is an artist and this wasn't just like thrown together. Like, there's a reason. So will say so far, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I always have problems blending on this eye because right here, right in that exact spot, I got a hive like 2 years ago and it kind of scarred even though I didn't mess with it, and I always, like, my eyeshadow always skips in that area, and it actually doesn't look that bad compared to some other eyeshadows. Like, I always do my Instagram pictures and whatnot on this side because of that little part. I'm like, it's not me. So I've been trying to decide what I'm gonna do with this palette for days. I really don't know. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take this really bright blue shade, and I'm gonna kind of blend that onto my inner corner. The shade Kohtao, Kohtao. I don't think I'm pronouncing that right. take this like vibrant orchid purple shade. This one is called Nina's Orchid, but I'm just gonna go ahead and work this kind of onto my outer crease part. So that is super vibrant, but at the same time it is blending so nice and easy. I'm going to go back into that pale blue shade, and I'm just going to intensify this just a little bit. I really want it to kind of have its own little moment. And take this color right here, which is called Aubergine. I already have that one memorized because this shade is stunning. So my camera shut off because I was so focused on the eyeshadow I wasn't paying attention to my viewfinder at all, which rarely happens to me anymore. Obviously super enthralled in these eyeshadows, but I just been basically building that color up on the outer V, kind of blended it out, doing its thing. I'm gonna go back into the brush that I used for the Orchid shade, and I'm just gonna kind of blend. I think I'm actually gonna go in with just a little bit more of the Orchid, just because I really want that vibrant purple in this look. So I just can't help myself. This beautiful duochrome right here is calling my name. I've seen so many different tutorials with it, but it is just absolutely stunning. So I really want to use that today all over my lid. So I'm using one of the ColourPop brushes, and this is not picking that eyeshadow up at all. So I think I'm going to go in with something else. I don't know. Okay, maybe it's just these like flat type of brushes with the like really synthetic hair are not working. I'm gonna try a brush that never does me wrong. This is the Esam W21. There we go. It's showing up a little bit better. I do see people really use a base for this shadow. I mean, it looks beautiful, but I think on top of a black base it would be so much prettier. I think I'm actually just going to focus this one on kind of the inner corner. I'm going to go in with my pinky and just try and apply that a little bit and see. I don't know how this is going to end up looking, but I kind of want to do like a touch of peachiness in the middle of this. So I think I'm going to go in with this like rose gold shade right here. So this shade is called Golden Rose. Gonna pop that on the middle. So just for the heck of it, I'm gonna go in with this dark shimmery purple on the outer corner just a little bit. And this shade is called Smoky Plum. I'm gonna go ahead and take this shade right here, which is called Golden Beige, and I'm going to highlight my brow bone with that. So because this video is mostly focusing on eyeshadow, I am going to go ahead and do my eyeliner, my mascara, and all my face makeup off camera, and then I'll be back to do the lower lash line and something fun on the inner corner. So for the lower lash line, I'm going to start off with this shade right here, which is a dark navy, and that is called Navy. I feel like that is such a pretty shade of navy. Like, it's very dark and deep, but it still retains that blue pigment to it. So I'm going to go ahead and take a like a completely blank brush and just blend that out just a little bit. So for the inner corner, I'm going to be going into this beautiful metallic intense silver shade. Like, this looks absolutely stunning, and that is called Chromatic. So because this look is so bold, I think I'm just going to go in with a nude lip, and I'm going to use the Wet n Wild lip liner. This is Never Petal Down. I'm just going to blend it down a little and just use that to define the cube as well. And now we're going to go ahead with the Fenty Beauty lip gloss. This is in Fenty Glow, and just apply that. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I really love how it came out. So far, I'm impressed by the eyeshadows. At this point, I can't say like, yes, go buy it. I justify it because I feel like I really need to use it a lot and really get a feel for it. So I will do a complete review on it in a few months. But like I said, at this point, I'm really happy. I thought that the mattes blended beautifully. I thought that the shimmers, definitely not the easiest to work with. I think that you have to have the right brush or use your fingers, but I don't mind that. I think that the true testament to me of the quality of the eyeshadow is the fact that this eyelid looks normal and you can barely tell where I have that scar, which is like my problem area. I always have problems with the way that that looks blended right there. I am always self-conscious about it, and I think that it actually looks beautiful. And I mean, it looks normal. It looks exactly like the other eye, so that's what I really enjoy at this moment. That's what I'm loving about this palette. I mean, I think it looks beautiful. I think it's super fun, and it kind of pushed me out of my comfort zone to try something a little bit different. I'm happy with it, but like I said, I will have a full review in like 3 months, because I can't just say go buy this palette when it is this expensive, but I am impressed by the shadow quality. So that's pretty much everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and please let me know what look you want to see next with this palette. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.